All right, welcome back. Another amusing vice story, and only in the sense that, again, we're talking about supervisors here, and I eventually become one later on realcopstoryvideos.com. We're up over 208 or something now. But as we get higher up, I will evolve and become a supervisor. And I learned a lot over before. I had 28 years on until I made top step detective. And so I learned all this stuff that supervisors did. I kept some of the good stuff. I threw away the bad stuff. All these pranks, I can proudly say I was a supervisor for 97 to 10 years, and never had anybody prank me, and which is weird. And that shows me that I didn't screw up, because we pranked a lot of supervisors because they were horrible. Okay, but I learned from them. I can thank them, if that's an offside to thank you, for being a good supervisor, because I didn't get pranked, and I became a good supervisor because of what they did, the bad things they did to their troops. Okay, because my level, once you get up to this top level, there's no promoting anymore. So I didn't have any kind of a personal thing that, I want to make the next rank. No. There's no other rank to make unless I want to take an exam, which I'm not going to do. Okay. Anyway, so what story was I on? I forgot already.
Just Sergeant on the floor.
Okay, I got on a side note here. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so I'm working Vice, and we had a sergeant that was an up-and-comer, and this is the first time I screw up. I got so many stories. I'm sorry about that. And he wanted to promote, and he wanted to make himself look good, which they all want to do all the time, and he's done that in other stories. And so one night I come to work, and I don't have a partner. Usually when you work Vice, everybody has partners. Well, he was off that night, so I was alone. I thought, uh-oh, because once you get alone, it's like one of the other stories when I'm chasing prostitutes. The supervisor want to operate. Okay, that was a disaster, you know. So I thought, oh, so he said, well, let's go out. We look for prostitutes. Okay, fine. Well, I'd already worked this division in Vice I worked in patrol this division for like 2.5 years. Now I'm working Vice in this division, so I know where the hookers are, and there's certain spots that we go to all the time. And some nights, weekend nights, they're there, and some nights they're not. Well, he thought the whole entire division had prostitutes all over the place. And this isn't Hollywood. This is a black area. There's certain areas that have prostitutes, normally on the heavily transverse streets, not the smaller streets, because that's where the customers are. But he insisted, hey, he's a supervisor. Okay, he knows everything. Okay, fine. So he's a pastor. I'm in the car. I'm driving. Oh, go check over here. You know, there's one. Okay, fine. So I'm driving. Oh, please, cancer, take me now. I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, because he's not a very personable guy. You can know he's self-serving. You know he wants to make rank. He care less about me. I'm just a means to an end. Once I step on these guys, and I can go up, you know. So we're driving down the street. We're just talking. I'm driving down. All of a sudden, I look over. He's gone. Okay, he's on the floor in the fetal position. I'm driving. He's looking up at me and he goes, "Just keep driving." Okay. So I go through an intersection. He goes, "Make a turn to 2nd Street." I make a turn to 2nd Street. Pull to the curb. I pull to the curb. I almost said, "Are you all right?" You know. He goes, "Did you see what that was back there?" I go, "What?" "It was a prostitute around the corner there." I said, "I saw a lady on a bench for the bus." "Oh, no, she's a hooker. No, she's a hooker. I don't want her to see me in the car with you." Because the thing is, I was dressed down Latino, hard-looking beard and long hair. Well, he's a Caucasian. He reminded me of us. He had long hair. He reminds you of that Dutch boy guy on is that paint or something, or food, or whatever. And, you know, with the white bangs and the Dutch haircut. That's what he looked like. He looked horrible. Okay, well, because he's not going to operate. He's a supervisor, so he really would stick out in a car, because they were driving in a heavy, well, about a 80% black and the rest 20% Latino area. So he doesn't fit in, I mean, really. And so that's why he shot down on the floor. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's on the floor. Okay, so he goes, well, let's go stake on her. See what she does, and if she picks up somebody picks her up, we'll follow him. We'll get him in an alley. And okay, fine. It's all planned out. Okay, because I'm sure he wants to tell people, look what I did. Okay, fine. So I drive around. We find a spot we can watch her, half a block away. In the dark, we're watching. It's nighttime. Sit on the bench. I thought, oh man, now he's got me thinking, maybe but that's weird, because I worked a lot of prostitutes, and very rarely do they sit on bus benches. They're busy trolling, walking. So I'm watching. Well, you know, maybe now he's got me thinking maybe she is one. No, we're there about 5 minutes. The local bus pulls up. She gets in and she's gone. Okay. He goes, I knew she was a prostitute. She's probably going home. She's probably done for the night. What? Are you delusional? What? How? Where did you come to that? Oh my gosh, you're coming to all these conclusions. My goodness. Sound like a politician with all kinds of theories and stuff. Get away from me. So we're doing it on the street. He did it again. Okay. Another intersection. He sees a lady down on the floor. At least I knew what he was doing now. He goes, yeah, it's right there. Okay, hang on a second. I see her, I see her. So I go behind, I make a U-turn, I stop. Just check her out. Okay, said. By the time we turned around and parked, the bus had pulled up and she's gone. He goes, oh, I guess it's not real active tonight. I said, no, you know, boss, we usually go to, yeah, but they, you know, they could bleed out other locations. Yeah, okay. You see, you've never worked Vice, and I've worked Vice now for my 4th year, so you should probably know more than I do. Okay, fine. Remember, I've always said, just because you can read a cookbook doesn't make you a chef, okay? So that's the kind of guy we had to work for. Unfortunately, for about a year, I had to work for this guy, and he eventually promoted, and then he got up to a certain level, and they found out he was full of BS, and he never got promoted again. And then we all figured out, finally somebody figured it out, okay? And that's good. So at least he didn't get high up, where he could influence more people and screw over more people. Anyway, short story. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.